In this video, I'm going to be comparing Surfshark, IPVanish, and PureVPN to see which one comes out on top. Stay tuned. So as I'm a paying customer for all of these VPNs, I'll be going behind the scenes and testing such things as speed, price, performance, and at the end of the video, I'm actually going to go ahead and connect each of these VPNs to Netflix in real time, just so you guys can get a real world indication of speeds and performance. So quickly, just before I get stuck in, I'll let you guys know that I do have massive discount links down below in the video description for each of these providers, which will definitely save you a bit of money if you do decide to go with either one of them. Now, let's get started. Okay guys, so the first thing I compared between PureVPN, IPVanish, and Surfshark was the price. And as you can see, the price of Surfshark definitely does stick out amongst the rest, as they are only $1.77 per month. And this is based on their 27-month plan, which comes to a grand total of only $47. So when you compare this to PureVPN, they are $3.33, and this is based on their 24-month plan, and this comes to a grand total of close to $80. So with Surfshark, you're actually getting a longer sign-up period for around half the price. And we also have IPVanish, which does come in at $6.49 per month, and this is based on the 12-month plan, and they are by far the most expensive option out of these three. So in this particular category, Surfshark definitely comes out on top by a long shot. So the next thing I looked into when comparing these providers was the amount of servers they have on offer, and also the amount of countries that you can connect to. So as you can see, PureVPN has the most amount of servers. However, from my own experience, they are actually the slowest one on the list that I have personally tested, and by far the fastest one that I have used is IPVanish. And as for their speeds, I actually would say they're pretty much on par or close to ExpressVPN. And down the bottom, we have Surfshark, which has 1,000 plus servers, and this definitely does reflect on their price. But after using these servers for a few months now, I would say Surfshark's speed and performance is actually pretty good, even when compared to their major competitors. So in this category, IPVanish actually does come out on top, even though they do have a lesser amount of servers when compared to PureVPN. So the next thing I looked into when comparing these providers was their security and encryption features. So as you can see on paper, PureVPN, IPVanish, and Surfshark all have the same OpenVPN protocol, the AES 256 military grade encryption, and they are also completely compatible with BitTorrent, uTorrent, and other torrenting managers. However, when it comes to the logging policy of these providers, I would say IPVanish is severely let down, even though they do state they have a strict no logging policy. And this is actually because in late 2016, they actually did leak some personal information of a customer to the US government that was being investigated. So even though they do say they have a strict no logging policy, the evidence doesn't show that. And when it comes to the logging policy of PureVPN and Surfshark, I would say they're both pretty good. The only downside with PureVPN is they actually do log timestamps and bandwidth usage as well. And this is something to consider if you are looking for a strict no logging policy VPN. And as for Surfshark, they've only been around since 2018, so their track record isn't as long. However, since then, they've had no data leaks or interruptions whatsoever, and they also do boast a strict no logging policy as well. So in this category, I would say Surfshark does come out on top, followed by PureVPN, which isn't that far behind, and then IPVanish. So the next thing I looked into when comparing these providers was the amount of devices that you can connect on a single account. And as you can see, Surfshark really does lead the pack here, as they actually do allow users to connect an insane unlimited amount of devices on a single account. And you also do have the ability to stream and connect simultaneously across all of your devices as well. So at the moment, I have 4 of my personal devices connected, which is my MacBook Pro, my iPhone, my iPad, and also my Apple TV as well. And then I've also gone ahead and shared my personal account with a couple of family members and friends as well. And we've had no issues whatsoever streaming simultaneously on this single account. And when you compare this to IPVanish and PureVPN, IPVanish actually does a pretty good job, as they do provide up to 10 devices on a single account, which to be honest is above its competitors such as ExpressVPN and NordVPN. And right down the bottom, we have PureVPN, which does offer 5 devices on the single account. So in this particular category, Surfshark definitely does come out on top. Okay guys, so the next thing I looked into when comparing these VPNs was the compatibility and also the performance when accessing geo-blocked content such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, and also HBO Go. So out of these 3 providers, IPVanish is by far the fastest one I have used. Their typical load times for me are under 5 seconds, followed by Surfshark, which is reliably good. They're not the fastest and they're also not the slowest, and their typical load times are around 10 to 15 seconds as well. And when it comes to PureVPN, they do have really good speeds, but from my own personal experience, I actually have been blocked by Netflix servers a couple of times, so their reliability isn't the best. So what I'm going to do now is actually jump over to my Netflix account, and I'm going to connect each of these VPNs to Netflix in real time, just so you guys can see an indication of speeds and performance. Okay guys, so I'm over here on my Netflix account and I'm currently not connected to any VPNs whatsoever. So this means I'm missing out on around 3,000 TV shows and movies that can be found on all the different versions of Netflix from around the world. So what I'm going to quickly do before I connect to any VPNs is just to go ahead and search for a specific title, just so you guys can see a before and after comparison and see if whether or not these VPNs are actually working. So I'm just going to go ahead and search for the TV show Friends, as this unfortunately isn't available in my country, plus hundreds of others as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and open up Surfshark VPN. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and search for a United Kingdom based server, as this will allow me to access this particular TV show and hundreds of others. So I've just gone ahead and opened up the desktop app and searched for the United Kingdom, and pretty much all I have to do now is just go ahead and click on this country, and this will automatically connect me to the fastest server in the UK. And once it does connect, this will connect my entire laptop, including all of my browsers as well. And as you can see, this is highlighted in green, and this just lets me know that I'm now fully connected. So what I can do now is navigate back to my Netflix homepage, and then I'll refresh the browser. And this will then put me onto the UK-based version of Netflix. So just to show you guys, I actually am connected to Surfshark. I can just go ahead and click on this little icon, and as you can see, I'm connected to the UK. So now I can go ahead and search for Friends. And as you can see guys, we now have this TV show available, plus a couple of others which didn't show up in my original search. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and play a little bit of this TV show in real time with no edits whatsoever, just so you guys can get a real world indication of speeds, performance and quality when it comes to using Surfshark. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. And again, this isn't going to be not edited at all. And as you can see guys, that pretty much loaded instantly, and to be honest, that is above average when it comes to accessing the different versions of Netflix. I generally do have to wait around 10 to 15 seconds, but again, this also depends on when you are accessing the servers as well. And I'm not sure if you could see that, but that was also streaming in high definition as well. So that really is a testament to Surfshark and the value to price ratio that they do offer. So again, if you are looking to get started with them, don't forget to check out the discount link down below in the video description, as that will definitely save you a bit of money. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and opened up IPVanish, and again, I'm going to go ahead and connect to a server. However, in this instance, I'll go ahead and connect to the United States just to mix it up a little bit. So once I have selected the country, all I have to do now is just go ahead and press connect. And again, this will go ahead and connect me to the fastest server in that particular location. So as you can see, we are now connected. So all I have to do now is go ahead and go back to my Netflix homepage. And now I can go ahead and refresh the browser. And this will now put me onto the American version of Netflix. And just to show you guys I actually am, I can just go ahead and click up here on the IPVanish icon. And as you can see, I'm connected to a server in San Jose in the United States. So again, I'll go ahead and maybe search for a different TV show called Parks and Recreation. And as you can see guys, this one is also available, and then we also do have access to Friends in the US as well. So again, I'm going to go ahead and run a live speed test for performance and quality with no edits whatsoever. So I'll just go ahead and do this one now. So there you have it guys, that did take around 5 to 10 seconds to connect to an American-based server, which is incredibly fast. And I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is also streaming in high definition as well. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and opened up PureVPN, and I'm going to go ahead and run the same test. So in this instance, I'll go ahead and connect to the US again. And now I can just go ahead and press connect. So this will automatically connect me to the best optimized server. And once it does connect, this will connect my entire laptop, including all of my browsers as well. So now that I'm connected, I can now go ahead and go back to my Netflix homepage, and then I'll refresh the browser. And this will then pull me onto the American-based version of Netflix. And if I go ahead and click on the little icon, again, you actually can see that I am connected to PureVPN and connected to an American-based server. So I'll go ahead and search for Parks and Recreation again. And as you can see, we have these same titles available. So I'm going to go ahead and do a live speed test in real time with no edits. So I'll go ahead and do that one. So there you have it, guys. Unfortunately, in this instance, PureVPN has actually been blocked. And like I said earlier, this has actually been the case from my own personal experience with using them. If this does happen, I generally just disconnect and then reconnect. And this usually does fix the issue. So this is just one thing to be aware of if you do decide to go with PureVPN, as they unfortunately are a little bit reliable when it comes to connecting to America and also a couple of other countries as well. So there you have it, guys. That's my comparison of IPVanish, PureVPN, and also Surfshark. So as for the one that I would personally recommend and choose, it definitely would have to be Surfshark, as they by far are the cheapest option, while also providing a pretty comparable service as far as connectivity and also performance as well. So again, if you're looking to get started with either of these providers, don't forget to check out the massive discount links down below in the video description. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.